Okay, so to continue with the last couple questions for you. So my 15th question, what do you find most effective in creating an emotionally safe environment? Oh, did I say that one already?
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Okay, that's the one we're on. Go for it.
All right. So emotionally safe environment. I think that we talked a lot about building trust and kindness, and a lot of flexibility in the classroom. Emotionally safe also, I think that when you're starting to develop this relationship, I noticed that students, here's a simple example. I greet them every day before they walk into the classroom. I'll use some names. Hi, Cam. How are you today?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Eleanor. Oh my gosh. I saw that you made it in volleyball and you scored in the game. Something like that.
Right.
And I think that just saying hello to them makes them feel like, okay, it's okay. It's always okay for a teacher to say, oh, wow, oh my gosh, wait a minute, I didn't mean that, I made a mistake. And that gives that comfort level of, oh, she can admit mistakes, then I should be able to also admit mistakes. So it's a lot of modeling. But at the same time, they also know that if I feel like I'm unable to help them with that particular problem at that time, they feel comfortable coming to me and say, please, I need to seek guidance. I've had students even say, please, I need to call my dad right now. I need to call my mom right now. And I give them that type of flexibility that it's okay to have a sad day, a not good day. You know, if I notice also something, again, I call them after class in private. How's it going? I noticed you were a little down today. It's not your usual. Even you can tell when you greet them before they come into the classroom, how they respond to you says volumes of how they're feeling, and I tend to back away from them. I might not pressure them in collaboration in any way, shape, or form, knowing what they're going through, helping them to just navigate that day, because I know they're teenagers, and just like you and I, they have something on their mind. Well, that okay if I back off just for a bit.
And I think that you and I have talked before too, especially because of what you're saying with teaching in such a diverse school, you know, that sometimes like having that adult connection, that might be the only time that they really get that, depending on what it is they have going on outside of the classroom. So creating that like safe environment with them. Maybe they don't have parents or other people that admit that they're wrong and all this other stuff that you and I have discussed in the past.
And I do feel like it's something that you learn over the years. But I also think that, and I haven't met a teacher yet that doesn't really, really genuinely care about the students above and beyond the academics. I think that's where education starts.
Yeah. And then kind of going on the same sort of line of the equality and creating the environment, how do you use knowledge of student backgrounds in the classroom to create equality?
I think that one of the best things about our school is we've had a lot of training. We had worked with Facing History, which is a program to help us understand our own possible biases that we have, so that we become aware of them in the classroom. That we've had adequate training in that. But again, it goes back to your questions about reflecting. We do have to reflect on, you know, every day. I think teachers are constantly, even on a bike ride, reflecting, oh, I could have done that lesson better. What could I have done differently? I think that's how I would answer that.
That's great. Oh, one of the things, well, I did read kind of a study on it, but do you find any connection between your knowledge of students' lives outside of the classroom and their willingness to learn or the impact on their grades or test scores?
Yes. I am usually aware of, and our our guidance department is great at that. Oftentimes, I've already gotten several emails. We start school on Monday, and I've gotten several emails from parents and from the guidance department, what to look for, the special needs the students have. Some of them are IMPs, 504s. So those are built-in accommodations. But at the same time, I've had students tell me, and it happened during distance learning in the spring, I am currently working 50 hours a week, and I'm trying my best to keep up with the work that you've given me. I extended his time on everything.
Yeah.
To do the work, but I'll extend time. I talk to them about extra time. How can I work together with you? I have even gone as far as a student just telling me, it's been horrible this weekend. This is what's going on in my family. I know I'm not ready for this test. I say, okay, well, they're taking the test. You study, and it's your responsibility to see me, and we'll figure out a good time for you to take that test.
Perfect. And then final two questions. In class, we're currently learning about the importance of connecting students to their broader community. What are some of the ways your school promotes community-based learning?
I would say one of the best things is we have clubs that, like Best Buddy Club, where students reach out and are paired with someone with special needs. We have Adopt a Grandparent. We have a big event, Relay for Life, at our school. We also, as a community, we have gotten better and better at not only having one open house, and a chance to meet the parents, but I think as a community we've gotten much better at phone calls to parents with positive feedback. We use PBIS, we give positive feedback to not only the students, but also to the families. So to me, the ground of what the support that they have at home, that's a learning community right in itself, and for us to connect with them and help each other for the child's success, I think that's one of the best things that we can do right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, in addition to broader community connections, we're also learning about the importance of creating community within the classroom. This year, teachers were faced with the challenge of distance learning. What are some of the ways you managed to create community within your classroom despite not being able to meet face-to-face?
I think in the spring, I have to address that. We had the advantage that we already knew the friends in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
We liked to work together. So I would say that what we did with distance learning, I would encourage, actual names, I go, Ashley, you reach out to Connor and Matthew and Arabelli, because they understand that money concept and how to solve system of linear equations. So I would ask them to connect with other students. I remember Zach, he was the one working 40 to 50 hours a week during COVID time. And I said, Zach, I know you're having trouble with uploading the Google Docs. Could you give Brian a quick call and have him walk you through it? It's very limited. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
But as I said, by the time we got to the geometry class, they started helping each other. And that was a really great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I wouldn't say, oh, excuse me, I'm running the classroom. Stop helping one another. I would just pause and let them say, oh, I have the same calculator. This is how you put the sine function in.
Gotcha. Awesome. Those were all the actual formal questions that I had for you.
Okay.
So, unless you have anything else that you want to share, we can wrap everything up. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me out and talk through some things. And every time I talk to you, I learn more about the job and the position. It just makes me more excited. So I appreciate it.
Oh, that's good. No, I was glad to help. It was fun.
All right. Thanks, Mom.